Khorne here, and today we're going to be covering yet another Doomstack. This time it is going to be the Doom Flayers for the Skaven, and more specifically for Clan Scryer. Now I'll give my thoughts at the very end when we are done with this battle. And we're going up against 3 full armies of late game, or actually end game Crisis Dowie. And these are some very dangerous armies. Now, we could easily kill this if we had just used the standard sort of army of weapon teams for the Skaven. But honestly, this is kind of more fun. Just running over them with our scooters, I guess. So it's gonna be on legendary, doesn't matter, very hard, maximum AI stats. And let's just get into it. Alright, so this Doomstack is kinda not really invincible. And so I'm not gonna wait for them to set up their armies. Simply because this Doomstack struggles at one thing, and that's getting into range. So while they're getting in range, they're gonna take a lot of damage. But once they get into range, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised how quickly we can flay those dwarves. So let's just begin, and the goal here is just get into melee as fast as possible. And also try to avoid some of that direct cannon fire. If we at all can. Just swerve a little bit so that they hopefully miss at least some shots. And as soon as they start doing that, you're good. As soon as they start trying to reposition, that means you're golden. You can just charge head first into them. Alright, just decrew the cannons, the bolt throwers, and get into those iron drakes as quickly as possible. Also into those goblin hewers. So anything that's ranged, really you want to stop it from ever being able to shoot. Now here I absolutely took 0 damage, but in normal circumstances you will definitely take a lot of damage going into a fight. So this was as good as it can get. And you also want to keep them in sort of blobs. You don't want to send one unit to fight one unit. I found that if they are closer together, they're actually gonna take less damage and dish out more damage than if they are far apart. Also, we gotta stop these newcomers from shooting. They do have, well, so far no range units came in, so that's nice. Alright, and we can send this guy in. Now, the reason why I have a Warlock Master is kinda... well, there are a bunch of reasons, but I'll give the reasons later on. For now, we're just gonna be casting Death Frenzy, boosting our melee attack and armor-piercing weapon strength. We can also do some of these. It's nothing major, nothing that's overly damage-dealing, just a little bit of help to boost the melee capabilities of our army. As for this guy, I'll give you the reason why he's in the army. You don't need him, although you kinda do at the same time. He's not gonna play too big of a role, so I'm not gonna use him, but he is there for a specific reason. Alright, now we killed most of the stuff here. The one thing I am not gonna engage too much with are the enemy generals. Ah, here we go. Here come the range units. We gotta kill them. Come on. We can even try a bit of a flank. I don't know how that's gonna go, but worth a try. Alright, and they are just too far away from us. We'll kill these guys before those guys even come in close for our biker gang to run over them. And I kind of feel like they're not really dishing out insane damage there. I'm gonna try and move a bit back and overcast this here. Yeah, the problem is casting near them is just gonna always deal damage to us. And you can go hunt down random targets. Yeah, look at how quickly they kill everything. Like, look at this Quarrelers with great weapons die in 2 seconds. Now I am taking damage here. I can't really tell from what, but it's probably this guy. Yeah, 2000 damage dealt to us. So, large single entities, especially Dowie Anvils of Doom, they punish these units real hard. So, not ideal to be fighting them. You know, this army is ideal for fighting dwarves. That's not a problem. In fact, this army is made to fight dwarves. But, yeah, Anvils of Doom probably needs to find a better enemy. Alright. I'll leave these guys here, and I'm gonna run away from the Anvils guys, and I'm gonna go rush into this army. Alright, and you can rush in as well. Your abilities have recharged. Alright, how about you charge into them for a while, just until the rest of the enemy army comes in, and then you charge back into them here. Alright, Death Frenzy is available. There are no Anvils of Doom near us. Let's overcast Death Frenzy again. Ooh, but those guys can shoot us from all the way over there. Let's stop them from shooting a bit. And yeah, they just kill everything. That's fine. We'll let them have fun. Right, I should really try and stop that. I don't want to summon anything besides what I have for my units. But maybe I will have to. I mean, we were just killing, like, this was a lot of heavy-hitting stuff. Ignore the fact that the Warp Lightning hits some of our Doom Flayers. But this was some really heavy-hitting stuff. So we killed that like it was nothing. And we're killing all of this like it is absolutely nothing. I might want to send this guy to deal with the enemy cannons. Or maybe actually summon some clan rats to stop those from ever shooting. I mean, you're mostly always gonna have clan rats, so it's fine. Alright, and lords like these, so that are on foot, yeah, those guys are not a problem. Our Doom Flayers can kill those in like 2 seconds. Alright, these guys are kind of performing better than their comrades over here. Right. No, yeah, they abandoned their artillery piece. Okay, so you see they're real easily killing that dwarf. We need to first take care of these guys, all the ranged infantry, and then we can go back to killing the melee infantry. So just wait for the on fire effect to go away before using the heal on this guy. Alright, yeah, we lost a few Doom Flayers, but nothing major. Yeah, these guys are the biggest problem here. Oh, but there's the army loss already. Wow. So this is a 7-minute battle against 3 full stacks of endgame dwarves. And we killed them like it was nothing. We could probably have gone for a 4th stack of Dowie, but I mean, this is good enough. Let's just use this and end the battle. I don't even need to though. Heroic victory, by the way. So we were vastly overpowered, and if I'm not mistaken, this was a decisive defeat in auto resolve. So really, this was this Doomstack is quite something. All right, so our Doom Flayers got tons of kills, like 20,000 damage on the Regiment of Renown version. Actually, all of them just got 20,000 damage. And I mean, this was a 6-minute battle. Just one of these armies probably takes you less than 2 minutes to kill. Like, these guys annihilate the dwarves. Like, you're gonna have fun if you use this. Now, sometimes, the problem with this Doomstack, sometimes you will not have the option to eat captives. Now, while you do have the option to eat captives, you can just replenish any losses, which, you know, 7 losses, basically nothing. But you can instantly replenish any casualties by eating your captives and not have to worry about anything happening to your units in subsequent battles. Now, This Doomstack is probably best used for Clan Scryer. Just because Clan Scryer in their Forbidden Workshop can boost these guys by quite a bit, so... Okay, this is for characters. Alright, so bonus first infantry, charge bonus, melee attack, weapon strength. Yeah, that's for characters as well. Characters. Ward save and melee defense. Like, this makes your Doom Flayers really, really difficult to kill. Like, this is a really good one. And then this one is kind of not really that impactful. Like, armor sundering, because you're already 67 armor piercing weapon damage. Like, you don't need the armor sundering, honestly. But why this... like, I used to not like Doom Flayers because of a simple reason that they didn't do damage. They had 4 models, and they were tanky and melee, but I never felt like they were doing their job of dishing out damage, so I never liked recruiting them, and especially since they take 2 turns to recruit. But with Warlock Masters, you can get this skill here, Vehicle Engineer, which reduces the recruit duration for Doom Flayers and Doom Wheels. Now, the Doom Wheel is kind of not important, not really a great unit. But reducing the recruit duration for Doom Flayers from 2 to 1 turns, that's a massive boost. Like, these units now went from being units I disliked recruiting to units I absolutely enjoy using. And they're not bad against the Empire either. So I have another one over here. I have this for a different reason. Actually, the same reason why we have the Packmaster. So the reason why we have a Plagueclaw Catapult here and a Packmaster in the other army is for a Siege Attacker. So unless you have a Gracier leading these armies, you can't actually get Siege Attacker from Warlock Masters. You can get them from Graciers, though, with the Screaming Bell. It does have Siege Attacker, if I can find it. Here we go. So you can see that Screaming Bells have Siege Attackers, whereas Warlock Masters on Doom Wheels, they don't actually have Siege Attackers. So this guy, no Siege Attacker, swap into a Doom Wheel, still no Siege Attacker. So that's the, I guess, unfortunate part of this. So you need a Packmaster on a Brood Horror that will be able to have Siege Attacker. Or you need a Plagueclaw Catapult or literally whatever, something that just helps you. And I use this Doomstack against basically everything in this campaign. Against Greenskins, against Ogres, there's a lot of Ogres there. And not really against the Empire just yet, but I did use it against the Wood Elves. And they slaughter Wood Elves, just like anything else. The biggest problem for this Doomstack, though, are large single entities. Like we saw in that battle, this guy is the only one that managed to damage our Doom Flayers. And our Doom Flayers weren't really having a great time trying to kill him. So really, you can bring them up against Cavalry, up against Ogres, up against anything that's large but has multiple entities. You can bring them up against that, but against single entities, you will definitely struggle. So I would be careful when recruiting this army. It can definitely take on 4 full stacks, but if you're playing Clan Scryer. If you aren't playing Clan Scryer, I think they would still kill Dowie armies and most other armies, but maybe maximum 2 armies. I wouldn't bring them against more than 3, definitely not. Because, yeah, they are getting quite a few bonuses from the workshop over here. Yeah. So, I really like this one. I do enjoy it, and I would recommend you try it at least once in your campaigns. Like, they're not amazing, but they are very fun to use. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you do try it out. And, until next time.
Khorne fights as one.